everybody, welcome back to my channel. Oh my gosh, it's so good to see you all. You look beautiful today. Yes, you look beautiful. Thank you so much for coming back to my channel. If you haven't been here before, then just welcome. It's so good to have you here. This one here, as you can see by the title, I say that in every video, but as you can see by the title, this is going to be basically a video of me just trying like new makeup. New makeup to me, it's not like new launches or anything. It's just products that I have bought that I had never tried before, some brands that I've never tried before. So I kind of created this like super warm smoky eye and then a super glossy lip. So if you want to see how I got this look, then just keep on watching. While you're here, please don't forget to give this video a like and subscribe, as it helps me out so much. Sit back, relax, grab a cup of tea, grab a glass of wine, and I hope you enjoy the video. Okay, so I am surrounded by some new products. Without further ado, I'm just going to get stuck straight in. I do want to, however, go in with some SPF. I've been kind of neglecting my skin in terms of SPF recently. It's something that I am kind of actively trying to bring into my skincare routine on a daily basis, if that makes sense. So I am going to go in. This is the Ordinary Mineral UV Filters SPF 30 with antioxidants. So it is a sunscreen. Oh shit, I need to take the thing off. And I'm just going to stick this on with my hands. Oh, she is thick, leaving like a purple hue on my skin. It feels really nice though, doesn't smell too strong either. Okay, so I think I'm gonna let that sit in my skin for a minute just so that it sinks in. Yeah, just for a couple of minutes. I'll go on TikTok, I'll be right back. Daisy Jelly looks incredible. Okay, so I've let that settle in for not that long, like literally about 60 seconds. It feels so lovely on the skin. Okay, so even though that's on, I'm still going to go in with a primer. So this one here is the Fenty Beauty by Rihanna. It's in, I think it's the Universal one, but I do think this is the wrong one. But I'm going to use it anyway. My skin is pretty dry, and I think this one here is the soft matte one, but we'll take it for a spin. If I don't use it, I will use it on clients whenever we can do makeup again. But again, I'm just going to put that on with my fingers. Ooh. Feels nice. Smells really nice too. I like that it has a little pump to dispense the product. I think anything with like a squeezy tube, I just end up using far too much of it. My lips are pretty dry at the minute. I'm actually going to use, I actually wasn't going to use this in this video, I was going to save it for a different video, but my lips are just so dry at the minute. So this is the Charlotte Tilbury, this is the Glowgasm Lips. It's in a beautiful, almost like pale pink silver kind of packaging. Usually that's compared with the normal rose gold. This is my favorite thing that I own, by the way. But anyway, so this is the Glowgasm Lips. Wait till you see this. If you haven't seen this already, just wait. What? How beautiful is that? There is a darker one as well. Now this, it obviously looks clear, but it just gives the lips like a light tint. That smells incredible. It smells like peaches or melons or something. But yeah, obviously you could wear this on soon. I will be putting lipstick and stuff on. Oh, that feels lovely. Okay, so moving on to foundation then. So I don't actually have a new foundation, so one that I haven't tried before. I do have one on its way, but I want to film this video today, so I'll use it in another video. So because I don't have a new foundation today, I am just going to use my trusty NARS Radiant Longwear Foundation. I wear the shade Fiji, but I do also have the Pro Glow Strobing Drops from Beauty Pie. Okay, so it kind of looks like the iconic London drops. This looks super shiny. Whoa. Okay, it looked glittery at first, but it doesn't look too bad. I might actually mix it with my foundation. So I think I'm just going to literally drop a bit of this in. I'm just going to kind of mix it and buff it onto areas. I mean, it's definitely glowy. Okay, so this is the problem whenever you try like a couple of new products all at once. I think it's the primer that I'm not liking. The foundation isn't sitting how it usually would sit on top, and I know the glow drops wouldn't really affect the foundation just as much. My skin looks so dry at the top of my head. Now my skin is dry, like I do have dehydrated skin, but it wouldn't tend to look as dry. The wee glow drops are definitely helping though. I think they're lovely. I think if I hadn't put them in, my skin would be like... Okay, I'm over it now, so I'm just going to go in with my concealer. So this one here is the Laura Mercier Flawless Fusion Concealer, and I got the shade 1W. I bought this purely because I seen Jimmy Genevieve using it and she raves about it, and so I wanted it too. So this is the concealer, and it has a really good sized doe applicator on it. And so I'm just going to apply some right in there. I'm dark as hell. When I apply some here, I tend to get quite blue up there, plus I want to be lifted. I love the applicator on it. It's like bendy, it's really soft, it kind of moves with you. So I'm just reading the box as I blend this out. It feels lovely. Feels like it's really blends really, like look at that, it blends really easily. So it says it gives 12 hours of medium to full coverage that's crease transfer and water resistant. So if you have a leaky eye, then I suppose that will help with that. It just blends out so easily. It looks quite blurred. I really like that concealer. Need very little of it. I probably put a wee bit too much on. I always do. So I'm just going to go straight in with some powder today, and I will bronze and blush and whatever later on. So I do have the Laura Mercier Translucent Loose Setting Powder. So technically this is new. The only time I tried this before, it was actually in a video a couple of videos back, and I had like a little tester size one, and I really loved it. So I just couldn't believe that I hadn't actually tried it before. So I have got my very own first Laura Mercier powder. Satisfying. So I think the easiest way is just for me to dump a bit into the lid, and then just taking one of my favorite powder brushes. This is a Lily England C2 brush, and I'm just gonna kind of load up the top of the brush with it, roll it all around. I just dropped the powder. Oh god. It's okay. There's still loads in there. God, I'm covered in powder. Don't be suspicious. Alright, anyway, I will say this for myself, even with the matte primer underneath, I look smooth as hell. So for my bronzer and my blusher today, I'm going in with the NARS Iconic Glow Sets. This is how it comes out of the box. I love NARS packaging, just crush it for me. I really just absolutely love how sleek everything looks. So it actually has the Laguna bronzer and the Orgasm blusher then on the other side. So these are both full size. So this is kind of a cheap product for me because I have used the Laguna bronzer before, so it's not totally new. However, I've never had it in this packaging, and I've never had the Orgasm blush. So, or have I? I think I had it years ago. Listen, I don't know, but this is what we're using today. Just on a Lily England 002 brush, I'm just going to go in with the bronzer first of all. But I'm just going to try and keep my bronzer quite high up. Oops. I love the bronzer so much. I think I go through it very quickly. So a lot of people will ask, you know, do I think it's worth it? I do think it's worth it. I think it's such a beautiful bronzer. It gives such a beautiful finish. It's not too orange and it's not too grey. So it really is just that kind of perfect in between. I'm quite heavy-handed with my products, so I go through everything quite quickly anyway. But yeah, I just think I think it's £33 or something to buy it on its own. So it's definitely on the pricier end, but I think it's worth it. I just went to search it online, and I actually think that this is a Christmas edition. Like, I think this might have been a Christmas set. Yeah, so it was £30. It's down to £21 on the site right now. So sorry if you're watching this in the future and they don't sell this anymore, but you can buy these separate. Okay, so for my blusher then, obviously I'm just gonna go in with this side here. So this is the NARS Orgasm blush, and I'm just taking this on a Charlotte Tilbury blusher bronzer brush. I never actually usually go for a blusher that's quite as pink. I definitely tend to favour the more like peachy kind of colours, but it's nice for something different. I do love my blusher. I do tend to put on like quite a lot. I always have. I've always loved blusher, and then blusher kind of went away for a while as a trend, and people were always like, what is that? What are you doing? But yeah, and I do love this one. Like, it has like a gorgeous wee sheen off it. Obviously I'm going to be going in with a highlighter here anyway, but this would be more than enough on its own. And just a tiny bit across the nose. And actually, I'm just going to take my smaller brush, the one that I used for my powder, and dip into that Laguna bronzer. I'm just going to warm up my nose a little bit here as well. Okay, fabulous. Nearly done with my skin then. So for my highlighter today then, this was sent over in PR. So this is from Honest Beauty. This is the Luminizing Glow Powder. So I've never used anything from Honest Beauty before, so this will be something new then for me. I like the packaging. I think that looks quite cool. It's gonna it'll not stay white even for a second. Yeah, so okay, Luminizing Glow Powder. This is in the shade Midnight Reflections. This is what it looks like here. I'm just gonna swatch it actually on my hand. Nothing's happening. Is this a highlighter? Yeah. Okay, nothing's really happening on my hand. It is a highlighter. But let's see what it's like whenever it goes on. Oh. What? No, like, that's it on my hand. What? There's no glitter in it whatsoever. That is pure sheen. What do you guys think? Is it nice? Is it not nice? I just can't get over how much it doesn't look like a highlighter in the pan. I mean, I guess it kind of does. That was quite surprising. Okay, so I technically don't have anything new for my brows. I just haven't, there's no new brands that I have brow products for. However, I did get a brand new one that I already love and use. So this one here is the Anastasia Beverly Hills Brow Wiz. It's in the shade dark brown. I always debate about the colour with this one, but I do like them to be a good bit darker. So I'm just going to start to brush with a little spoolie my hairs upwards. My brows, they really need tinted, so it looks like there's no hair there. There's a little bit. I do tend to like to do my brows from the top rather than from the bottom. I think it just gives me a little bit more room. I think if I start too low, I get very carried away and I end up then with a really boxy brow. And I am doing little kind of like hair strokes. I think the spoolie end of an eyebrow brush is honestly nearly the most important bit because it just disperses the product out a little bit more. Like you can see the difference there, and I haven't put too much in there. And so for my eyeshadow then, I'm going to go in with the NYX Off Tropic eyeshadow palette. I received it in PR very, very kindly from NYX, and so I'm just going to use it today. Okay, so obviously as you can tell, I've already done one eye. I just thought I would get this one out of the way and then I will do the other eye on camera. This, as I said then, is a palette. First of all, I absolutely detest palettes that don't have a mirror. I understand that that obviously adds to the price of the product, and like NYX is a fairly affordable brand, and obviously if they put a mirror in, then it would become a little bit more expensive, but it's like make or break for me usually if I'm buying palettes. That being said, the colours are lovely, so it's worth it. So I am first of all going to take this shade here. It's this fairly almost like skin colour, but I just want to lay something down before I go in with this shade. Yeah, okay, so going in with this shade here then. So this is a Sigma E40 brush, and I'm just going to start working it into my crease. Not really worrying where I'm putting this colour, if I'm honest, because I'm literally it's so light, it just blends in, but it's just going to help my other colours kind of blend in. So with a Lily England 104 brush, I'm just going in with this middle shade here. It looks quite brown in the palette, but it actually goes on more like a mustardy yellow kind of colour, which is so nice. I'm just kind of keeping that into that outer section, and then just with whatever's left in the brush, bringing that over into the inner corner. So just kind of like that, slightly winged eyeshadow, and then going in just with the brush from before, just to soften the edges. So swapping out my brush again, this one here is a MAC 217 brush, and I'm just going in with the shade underneath it. So this kind of like warm, kind of like terracotta colour. Just going to do the exact same thing as I did with that yellow shadow, but I'm not bringing it up just as high and I'm not bringing it just as far out. So I'm just going to kind of wiggle it into my outer corner. I'm going to raise my brow so that I can get into my crease and just kind of keep it in that area. And then always going back in with the brush used before. So I do tend to take a new brush for a new colour. It just helps to blend everything out. It can get very muddy very quickly, I think, if you do just use the one brush. I think this colour combined with that colour before is just a thing of beauty. Okay, and so on a smaller brush then, this one here is a Zoeva 230 brush. I'm just going in with the darkest shade of the palette, and I'm just going to almost stamp it into the outer corner and just ever so slightly into the crease. Oh, it's probably a bit more than I wanted, but it's fine, we'll blend it. And then going back in again, as I said, with the same brush as before, so it has that warmer brown on it, and I'm just gonna softly blend it all together. So I'm just gonna swap out of the eyeshadow palette for a moment because I just absolutely love this eyeshadow and I think it will go really well with this look. So I have used this one before, but this is the L'Oreal Paris and it's called Gold Mania. But this is what it looks like here, so it's just super metallic, and I am going to spray my brush with, I have just a water spray here, so you can see it's the most beautiful gold colour. This is one of my favourite eyeshadows. Drugstore makeup has come such a long way, like in the last few years especially. I think I'm gonna do like a full face of drugstore makeup. So sorry, but this is another eyeshadow that I've already used as well. This is an Estee Lauder single eyeshadow, so this is in the shade Impulsive Blonde, and I'm just gonna apply this then into my inner corner. Right there, look how bright that is. Actually don't have, this is not a full face of products I haven't tried before, sorry, but this is Charlotte Tilbury Eye Cheat or my waterline. For underneath then, I'm just gonna, you can take any black pencil or even like a dark brown pencil, but this one here is the Charlotte Tilbury Classic Pencil in black. And I'm basically just gonna work backwards on my under eye through these colors. So I'm going in with this one first, I'll go in with this one, and then I'll blend out everything with that kind of mustard yellow shade. I love those colors. I think I need to do like a public apology for those of you that watch my YouTube videos, because I swear to God I will do something other than a warm smoky eye. But they're just my favorite things to do, and I promise in my next makeup video I will do something different. But for now, yeah, this is where we're at. So just taking any liquid liner, I really only put liquid liner down so that the lashes don't look just random. But I'm just going to start on my inner corner here. And just sweeping it over. I'm not doing a wing today, just for something different. I have to change it up a little bit, you know. So just before that sets in, I'm just taking that dark brown shade from the NYX palette again and just stamping it over it, just so the liner doesn't just end. Okay, so the eyes are done then, and moving on to lips then. So I have back into products that I haven't tried before. So this was sent over from Wet n Wild, thank you so much. So this one here is the lip liner. It's also the biggest lip liner that I have ever seen. This will last you so long. But this is in the shade, I actually don't know if this is going to match the lipstick that I have, but it'll be fine. This one is in the shade Willow. So this is what it looks like here. Let me just do a wee swatch. So that's the colour there. It's definitely up my street. This is such a beautiful colour. I've actually never tried Wet n Wild before. Like I haven't tried anything from them, so I'm excited to see what I think of my first product. So it's a very creamy pencil actually. I don't know why, but whenever I look at it, like it doesn't look like it would be really creamy, but it is. I just can't get over the size of it, like that will last you a lifetime. So onto what I'm probably most excited to try through for this video. So I have two lip products here from Inglot, so they are from the Mora collection. So this is it here, just a beautiful kind of peachy nude, and that's it just beside the lip liner there, so it actually will be alright, I think. It is nice, it's very creamy. Yeah, I think that's a really nice colour actually. It matches this look quite well, so that wasn't planned. For the gloss then, so this is another one from the Mora collection. So this one here is in the shade Runway. But yeah, this is the first thing I seen whenever I walked into the shop, and I was like, I have to have that. So this is what it looks like. So it's there. Oh my god, this is such an awkward way to hold my hand. I really love the applicator on it. It's got just like the kind of perfect little doe. I'm gonna put it onto my hand and then apply it, because I don't want to ruin the colour of the gloss. I mean, Mora is known for her like signature super glossy lip. Like whenever I watched her on Love Island, anytime she spoke, I was just kind of like looking at her lips. I wasn't even registering what she was saying. I'm still shook about this highlighter. I can't get over that highlighter. It looked like a pressed powder. Okay, so the last product then that I have to show you today for something that I have never used before. This is from, I think the brand's 3 Ina. This is the Cherry Blossom, the Fixing Spray. I think the majority of that actually went in my hair rather than on my face, but it smelled very nice, and I would imagine hopefully it does the job and keeps my makeup on all day for a really hectic day of sitting in the living room. But yeah, so anyway, this was the finished look. So I really hope you enjoyed watching this one. This is a bit of a new kind of video for me. Usually I am the kind of person that likes to try out things a couple of times before I would like recommend anything. But yeah, anyway, enough rambling from me. I'm sure you're sick to death of me, so that's all for this video. I really hope you enjoyed this one. If you did like it, please go ahead and give this video a thumbs up for me, as it really helps me out, and don't forget to hit that subscribe button as well. That's all from me, so take care, have a lovely day, and I will catch you in the next video. Bye!